slant that back leg in just a little. You don't want it going like that or it's all going to slide off. So vertical or in just a little bit. And we just wrap this up round and around and around until it's gone.
You told me to make my pony a little smaller.
Well, it's one of those things. I tend to just pick up a willow.
Yours is nice and small, and mine's too big for my hand.
The legs are longer on this one than I intended. So.
I got it back too long. Oh well. He's not behaving himself.
Use the Focus New Mexico site as a type site.
That's right, because that was the first, wasn't it? Yeah, that's what they first discovered.
More of your heavy findings with Focus.
Yeah, and in fact in North Carolina, that's where there's other places. Well, I mean, if you could undo it and just try, like I say, holding position is a big thing, keeping it tight and keeping stuff from sliding around, and that's just practice.
Now there's some groups that the way they studied, with the occupations over thousands of years in an area that...
There, see? She's doing the same thing, or not doing the same thing.
Yeah, okay, because this...
600 miles away.
Is that where you put it or where?
Inside, nothing's going to hold it there, so I'm going to go back and just shove the rest of that up inside the body cavity.
I ain't got no body, that's what I said. I made
Well,
can I undo it and make it shorter?
I would say no on this one, don't, because there's plenty of willow and you can practice later. It's just that getting the sequential steps going there is important here. And believe me, I've seen a lot of real ones, both in photographs and museums and whatever, that, especially this style, that they weren't sitting there making a quality object. What they were doing was exactly the effigy thing. It was the act of doing it, to me, in my interpretation, more than the result. That was, I mean, like a ceremony,
I don't know if they came this far enough, but I know they had some of these.
Okay, so are you ready? Okay, now on this, you just go ahead and take that back and shove that up in there somewhere.
Okay.
There we go. All right, look at it. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay.
As long as that loose end is up there somewhere, sure. Okay, now on yours, make a pretty short neck. We're going to take this one we started with, and I would say because of the length of your willow, just bend it right about. Yeah, just a half inch above that. Right, there's a little node.
I think you need to start with a new piece, Toby.
Yeah, right there.
Bend it.
Okay, in split side in, park side out.
Since that's been turned over, they're going to open that up.
Okay, and then this is going to cinch right under that, behind the front leg.
Isn't that wonderful that that's still there now?
And come right on back up parallel to the rest of the neck. Okay, now what I do a lot of times, some originals were this way, but most weren't. If I have enough willow, I'll take this around again just to make a better bind, but don't do it on yours because you may run out. And
Okay, let's take a look and see what your hand looks like.
I think you're fine to do it twice.
Card camera, all right.
Everything's falling
apart.
Well, okay, just keep watching. We'll see. Okay, now this is now we're going to make the head. And I should say on this style, I've kind of bastardized these two styles, because on this style what they did is they took this part and they wrapped up the neck, wrapped around and around and around up to the neck, and then made the head and ended at the top of the head. But when you do that, the whole thing wants to just corkscrew untwist. So I've combined the head style on this with this one just so you end up with a better finished product. So anyway, we're going to take that, and with the split side in, just press it hard over the top of that neck stem so that it feels it's kind of bound there, and then put your finger on top of it. And like I say, the holding positions are the big thing in this. Okay, we're just going to make a figure 4, go out there, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch, half an inch, whatever. everything's bark side out, split side in now. And just create a figure 4 like that. Come, press it hard, back around the neck, and come right back out parallel with that lower jaw that we just made. And then holding position, where it goes around the back of the neck. I mean, you want to hold that so it, right now, so it doesn't slide up, because we're going to take what's left and wrap up the nose, from the nose to the forehead.
He's got a Roman nose. So I go around the back?
Right. Get that flat side against the... Try and get it wrapped around the back of the neck, because it's going to want to slide up. We're going to take this, and like I say, don't go out here and try and bend it. Use finger pressure right there. Just bend it around the tip of the nose, and then just keep wrapping tightly all the way back up to the forehead and neck skin.
Or you can do it.
Until your what's left is pointing down, and you've pretty much used up all the empty space that was there.
I got news for you. My horse died.
So you're still bending a dead horse? Or?
Well, I don't know. I'm working on his head, trying to save him, and his hind legs are falling apart.
My horse turned into a bird. Let's see, we got it.
Well, everybody ends up calling them horses, but I mean,
Whatever.
since there were no horses that in the times here that these were dated,
Okay.
I am assuming they're deer or bighorn sheep.
We'll just let him be whatever, but oh no, I'm not going to make mine. You can tell that. This is not.
Okay, well let me just go ahead then. Okay, now just take. Okay, we're coming down here, and yeah, you have plenty of willow. Okay, just spiral on down the neck.
See, that's another. I haven't got a neck. My horse.
It's definitely a sheep.
Yeah. Well, no, sheep have necks.
I did one time that just totally inadvertently looked exactly like a llama,
Is that right?
and I have never been able to duplicate that one. I mean, it was just the way the proportions were, and like the front legs were a little shorter, and the hind quarters stood up, and the face was just right. Yeah, I tried to do llamas. I've also tried. I can do beagles, where instead of the neck going up, you let it stick out and make a longer body. And then
Yes,
add a
maybe I
tail.
should go for balloons. Maybe we should both go for balloons. It might be easier.
Okay. This is a little bit more difficult.
So ideally, you get to the bottom of the neck, and then it's real handy to have an awl, and I didn't bring one over with me too. But
You have to make them a lot smaller. I mean,
Yeah, it goes in, then it jumps come back out there.
or even some of those sticks. You basically just want to take this end and tuck it like
Weave it
under one of
into
the
it.
shoulder blades. Never called that a shoulder blade.
well,
Sort of accurate. But an awl is real handy to enlarge that. Well, it would be a fid technically, but enlarge that space in there and shove the willow through.
you got one.
Oh, well here. So all I'm just doing is trying to spread that out. And that's where a nice bone awl works better, because you don't cut things with steel. But just to slide that
Means
in
to fasten
through.
it in. Well, here you can use that for the lead to lead them around.
Okay, and that's usually enough, and then I'll trim that off. Or sometimes I'll go around and shove it through again, but this particular time I'm just going to